Umpires, please take control of all the tables. Thank you.
I just won something. Gave Bob my card 15 minutes ago. My name gets called out like 10,000 points.
10,000 points, what does that get?
$100.
Oh, good work.
I reckon I should have it. I could have had 3 houses.
Big chance.
Testing. All good to go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Robertson here, soon to be joined by Pete Butterworth in commentary, covering the 2015 Australian 8-Ball Championships. On the camera now, we've got Michael Scerri, #1 seed and defending champion, against who a lot of people consider the best player in the country, Jake McCartney. This is actually a rematch of last year's semi-finals, which Mick, of course, won that one. Both players probably peaking in the tournament right about now, I would say. Can't pick a winner out of these two, so I'm not going to try. The other semi-finals for the men's is Ben Noonan and Steve Woods. And normally most of the time I'd say Benny's favourite there. But from what I've seen over the last couple of weeks, I think Woodsy's hitting a better ball, but that could definitely go either way. But and on the other table, which hasn't started yet, semi-finals of the women's, will be covering Marg Gorski and Lyndall Hully. On that one, again, that one can go either way. They've both won this before. Very, very hard to pick a winner there. If the balls go scrappy, maybe Lyndall. If the balls go open, maybe Margie. And in the other semis of the women's is Jessica Woods and Renata Delahunty. Again, pretty much similar to the other semis. You got one Potter and one more of a smarter player. So if the balls are open there, I reckon Jessica's a good chance. She's a snooker player, top snooker player. And in the Masters as well, we've got Mick Delahunty against Mongrel, Ian Will. That could go either way. Mick Dell are probably slight favourite. And in the other semis of that, Russell Yulton and Wayne Stubbs, again, that could go either way. So out of the 12 players remaining in all three tournaments, any one of those players could win their tournament. So very good matchup semi-finals. All right, like I said, Pete should be in shortly to give me a hand here. But, we'll get started on these matches. It's a nice break there by Lyndall, just come up dry. But Mick Scerri got a ball in and is on the attack. Mick I watched his match against Justin in the quarters. Top quality match. It's one of the best matches I've seen him play. I had a bit of a chat to him before his quarterfinals, and I let him know that I thought out of all his wins last year in the singles and all his wins this year in the singles, I thought Justin will be his hardest match out of all of them, just with the form Justin had been in, and he hardly gave Justin a shot really. So that's the best way to nullify those top players. Just joining me now, like I promised. Peter Butterworth, how are we?
Fantastic at the moment, thank you, Robert. Nice to be here for these matches. Looking forward to it.
Sound a little bit out of breath there.
Well, I sort of ran back, mate.
Doesn't mind the old commentary, Pete, and we appreciate it too. He does a fantastic job. Looks like Mick got a bit of a kick there. It was either a really bad shot or a kick. I'm going to put my money on a kick.
He's just well today. All the Vic boys hit him fantastic today. It's best team effort all up I've been involved in, I think.
Yeah, fantastic win by the Vic boys. Obviously, we're both Vics, so we might... Oh, it's a great shot.
He's stiff here.
Got up over New South Wales in the semi-final 17-10. They had beaten us twice in the round robin, but we had changed a couple of things since then, and they seem to be working for us.
From 10-8 down to 17-10 up, mate. That's 9 frames in a row.
And congratulations to the Queensland Open team beating South Australia in a playoff 4-2. And they'll be playing New South Wales. And I can't help to think and say that I kind of want them to win just to teach them a little bit of a lesson, because half the New South Wales boys are from Queensland.
It would be an ironic win.
That's it.
Realistically, Queensland can't lose.
Yeah, that's right. It's a win-win either way. So,
Big cut from Michael. I know he's gone. Jeez. He's
thrown the handbag at that one, but it's first frame nerves.
yeah, he's missed that by quite a long way. Marg Gorski on the other table.
This other semis, I sort of summed it up quickly to say I thought if the balls were scrappy, I think Lyndall's in favour, and if the balls are open, I think Margie's favourite.
Oh, look, they're nice potting tables.
Yeah, they
and
certainly are.
Margie's such a good curist. She pots very clean.
I was just talking about the 6 matches that are on now, so the 12 players, and I had to look at all the semis, and I thought any one of those players could win any of those semis and go on to win the whole tournament. It's probably the most even spread of semi-finals players I've seen at the Nationals.
Yeah, there's no randoms in there, that's for sure. Jakey, yeah, it's strange. Scerri defending champion. Jake's probably more overdue than anyone to win one. Benny's been such a premier player for a long time that he probably needs more than one on his resume. And Woodsy's had all sorts of results.
And I was saying to Mick that out of the 4 semi-finalists, out of Mick, Jake, Ben and Woodsy, you got 2 guys who've already won it, and then you got the other 2 guys probably the most accomplished players in Australia who haven't won it yet. So I think it'll be a good win, no matter who gets it. All four deserved winners.
And it's strange. Both Jake and Mick have their form's been really scratchy so far. It's fantastic one day, average the next. So it's sort of whoever turns up to play is going to get it. It's they've been strange.
Yeah, I'd say from what I've seen out of the 4 players, I'd actually say Woodsy's probably the one in form, from my opinion.
Yeah, but Ben's. I think Benny playing me in the singles got him going, and he's been looking pretty good since then.
Used you as a bit of a punching bag, hey?
Oh, mate, you can't complain when you miss 1 ball in a race of 7. You lose 7-2.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I remember I played him in the last 16 about 5 years ago, and he beat me 7-2, and he literally master broke 7 times. Not off mine, but like off his proper master break 7 times. I just had to sit there and cop it. I won the 2 frames I got a chance in, but that's how this goes. And
so first blood to Jakey there. That's a good snooker from Lyndall. Lyndall's a favourite for the tournament, of course.
Definitely 2 different styles of players in the 2 semis. You got Woodsy and Benny, definitely more attacking out of the 4 players, and then you got Jake and Mick a little bit more steady and calculated. But they will certainly attack the balls as well.
They'll all take them on if they're there, yeah.
Although Jake's been actually breaking quite well this tournament.
You put the moz on him.
Beautiful break.
That's a ripper.
Yeah, beautiful textbook break there. White up and down the table. Fantastic
And
break.
he's in good shape. If he gets out of the way, we'll get a better look at the table. Oh, this is a tricky way for Margie to go here.
If she hits it and puts that white up on the top cushion, oh,
She's aiming a quarter of the ball there. That was tough.
quite risky there. If I was Margie's doubles partner there, I probably would have told her to put a red on the cushion or something like that there. A little bit risky to have it did.
Lyndall might be able to play this off the yellow. No, she's going for the bottom one. Oh, he's rattled it. I think he's got away with that.
Well, where the ball's landed, if you're in mixed position here, you're just happy to get a shot, really. It's the kind of attitude you need to take against these top players. If they miss a ball and maybe it goes a little bit lucky or something like that, a lot of the time you're actually fortunate to get a shot. So take advantage of whatever little opportunities you can get.
Absolutely. You'd love to play one inside those reds straight away, but just got to take the one over the hole. Get started.
The out is actually there if he can play.
Play this next one off the red.
Yeah, it's quite tricky, but
He hasn't landed great for it.
the Reds are in quite good positions here. So tactically, pretty hard to gain an advantage. Yeah, the white's going into the black as well. Maybe a triple covered pocket or something. He wouldn't mind the black dead. The black dead would be a nice little bonus here. Okay, it's a bit thinner than I thought.
That's very good.
Alright.
He's going to get a shot at a double, probably.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad option there, I reckon. Reds are just sitting too nice, I think.
He could double this yellow over now.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad shot. Needs to do, I feel he needs to do something a little bit aggressive here.
I don't like what he's looking at.
Yeah, if he's going for the smother here,
It's too early. That's no good.
I don't agree with that right now against Jake. Jake is one of the smartest players there. Now, that doesn't mean you don't play tactics against them, but Jake is not. He's not really going to hand this frame around, perhaps the same way Benny or Woodsy might with an aggressive pot out. See what happens though.
But he's got two balls over the middle that he can run down.
Ooh,
Jeez.
must have rolled a fair bit.
He can't really do much with this, but he can just glance down off one of the ones in the middle and open that up. It's not a good shot from Michael.
Yeah, I think if Jake drops this one in, he might actually have. I think the white's going to run forward a bit, but his plan was to basically drop this one into the top right-hand corner pocket, sort of leave the white where that red is,
Yeah.
and then he had that extraction that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's. I don't like that shot against Jake, against the top liner. It's perfect.
Great shot. So
It's a very good shot.
This is the shot we were talking about. So Mick's sort of asked the question of Jake, okay, if you're good enough, but I just think in that situation, Jake will say, I'm good enough most of the time.
But that's what I mean. Mick's seen it. Jake answered that question enough times to know he doesn't need to ask it.
Ooh, and now we're clowns and Mick's a genius.
No, it's just a bad shot.
That was a bad shot.
I expect him to get that any day of the week.
I was a little bit careless of Jakey there.
Don't know how much angle he's got here. He's most likely just going to get down as far as he can, nestle up on the red, nudge it out a bit and leave him hard on the yellow.
And that's also another thing. This has gone a bit pear-shaped for him, but still has a lot of control. Might have angled to force this down.
It's a bit stiff there.
Now Mick is...
It's actually in worse shape than he was now.
Mick is supreme genius now.
I still think it's the wrong shot, mate.
I did too. I felt that was just a time for an aggressive move there, but we'll see what happens.
That's a great shot.
This is kind of what we were talking about, is even though Jake has chopped this up on a few shots, he's still in okay shape. that's what my concern was with Mick's shot selection there.
Thank you, Robbo. I'll pass up on the Milky Way, mate. Watching me figure. He just tries to... He just plays those safety shots too quickly sometimes, Michael. He's just got to basically try and get out and hit a yellow, that's all.
Yeah, fouls, it's game over. That's actually really unlucky if that's a turtle snooker. I'm pretty sure that was a turtle snooker. That's actually pretty unlucky.
It's a bit stiff, yeah. But the error was earlier.
This is actually still not. Maybe there's an easy way to play this. I can't see it straight. Oh,
Well, if foul snooker, I think you take the white ball across the other side, just nudge inside the yellow. Red will catch enough draw to sit over the hole.
we're going to a possibility. I don't know. I'm just throwing an idea out there. Foul snooker ball in hand and foul snooker again. Get angle on the yellow that's in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Pot and extraction. You play it with a lot of pace. You play with a lot of pace to get a lot of movement so you don't snooker yourself. A little bit risky, but no matter which way you slice this, I think there's actually a little bit of...
Look, even if you miss it at the end of the day, you still got two on it. But I don't mind this if you just nick off the inside. Even outside.
Oh, this can go wrong.
I think it's alright. Even you just nudge it on the outside, it's fine.
Just table rolls a little bit. That's alright, there we go. No,
No.
that's good.
No drama there. So it should be 2-0 to McCartney.
So Mick will have to think of his game plan coming into this match, because Mick, there are some players who are very good at the counter style of pool, and fortunately for Jake's got the works. He's got the...
Jake's good at everything.
Yeah. So some shots like that where you want your opponent to hang themselves, Jake is more than happy to play a couple of safeties, keep setting the game up. So I don't mind that shot against Ben or Woodsy, who might do something a bit more aggressive, but...
Well, I think Lyndall's just tried to get the little tucking snooker there and didn't, so Marg is in control now.
Yeah, she doesn't mind her 2 shots, Lyndall. She likes that bit of insurance. So Margie's on yellows in very good shape here. Probably just want to try and...
Just move him around a bit.
Yeah, just sort of get him off that bottom cushion a little bit. Just get him into a nice position to...
One above the black spot wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah.
That's pretty stiff, Michael. Reds look sensational, and he's not on one.
So with Margie's shot there, obviously she was going for the pot and missed it, but the balls are still kind of bad. Me personally, I probably just would have run down and bounced a couple of balls off that bottom cushion and leave Reds no shots.
Yeah, I agree.
So Mick's match against Justin, Mick did play very, very well, but the balls also allowed him to do that. I'm not saying he got lucky or anything like that, but for example, when he broke,
They were
he was getting the
open.
ball in. Where the white is now, it would be a few inches in another direction, so all the balls are there. But now he's dealing with a very smart player who's going to make him work very, very
It's a
hard.
good shot. Just to clarify on my last comment, Robbo, where I said I think the shot to play was to bump a couple of yellows out, I do agree that was the right shot. But for anyone at home, no, I wouldn't have done that.
What Pete says and what Pete does is very different.
Yeah, just because I say it's the right shot doesn't mean I'd do it.
But as we always say, the right shot is actually different for everybody. You've got to play the right style of pool for you. Actually saw you cover a pocket today, Pete, and it worked out pretty well for you.
I know, felt sick. Actually died a little bit on the inside when I had to do that.
Pete played very well today, 1-4 against New South Wales. Took the game on in a positive way, and if you keep that positive attitude, balls seem to land positive for you, and you keep winning games.
Yeah, no pressure on me, mate. I'm just the team manager.
We are, there's two ways you can put it. We are actually undefeated, you as a player, or we are undefeated as JR as team manager.
I think we know which way that goes, mate.
So Lyndall here, I'm not actually sure where she's got him. Maybe not a bad shot, it's an aggressive use. Maybe black onto the yellow over the pocket.
I might be able to jam that yellow out. Just, he's all right, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, wow, alrighty. Did not know that.
Tell you what, next one I want to be a good shot.
Mick continuing his out on reds. He must have knocked in a long red after that one he swerved sort of down the rail at the
Yeah.
start.
Tell you what, I reckon Lyndall's in real trouble here. Very tough shot to get over the
He
hole.
went through the gap. Oh, that might not be too bad, actually. I think he's alright.
It's tough to get good coverage for Lyndall here
Just with those yellows like that.
because that yellow's so far out of the pocket, you'd rather it be a bit closer. Wow. Well,
You're going to see Margie go searching for two shots here or some sort of safety.
yeah, there's not a lot of good safeties there at the moment. Not for this visit.
No,
Well, not this shot, I should say.
probably in this situation, just make sure you get another shot.
Mind you, she cuts that one down the bottom. Of course, gets up high. You cut the one on the right side over. You cut that in. You nudge both of these. So Scerri's got the plant or a double.
Once he's 2-0 up on Benny. This would be a nice response by Mick on the other table.
And where's he got to get? I think he's got angle to run past.
I'd say he's at least straight, so he'll probably maybe screw back about 2.5 feet thereabouts. Here we go, just stun across.
This is a big shot.
Yeah, this looks easy. I'm telling you, this looks easy.
2-0 down against Jake. It's not.
It was actually a blind pocket.
Good shot.
It was actually a lot harder than what it looked. Those little testers, those are. So Margie's sort of doing what you were doing, sort of talking about. She keeps putting balls. She's going to run out of little soldiers to run behind.
Might have to try and get a score update here. We've got Benny and Woodsy up the other end.
2-0 Woodsy, I think, Dan.
And Renata and Jess Woods. And the Masters semis between Mongrel and Mick and Stubbsy and Russell Yule.
Dell's up 3-0
Over Mongrel.
over Mongrel. I'm not sure Stubbsy and Russell.
Stubbsy's been playing great pool. Knocked out the world champion.
Massive. What's that, sorry, Dan? Woodsy up 3-0. Massive break by Jake. Just didn't get a ball in. That's going to happen. Don't go whinging about it too much because it's going to happen.
No, he won't complain.
Also, if your opponent sees you all huffing and puffing and upset you didn't get a ball in, and they actually come to the table with a little bit more of a positive attitude as they see you're struggling a bit.
For sure.
So Margie's just decided to go full-blooded here. This is what she does. She just wants to get on with it, really.
She can play this half as a shot to nothing too.
I think that black goes inside the yellow to the bottom right.
Yeah, but she can come straight up the table.
Between the black and
Yeah.
yellow, sort of just missed the black.
That's the one.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I like the shot.
No, you're still back at a knock it in anyway. No, she's... Oh.
Yeah, that's good. That's a nice shot there.
So Scerri shouldn't have any dramas here.
No, we'll just roll this in and take the black to the bottom left corner pocket, I'd say. Yeah, looking at the table, that's the go.
Scerri, just want to be a little bit careful what ball he uses to get on the black here. Probably wouldn't have played that ball myself. Would have played the other red first there, Robert.
I've just
Shot
had a look at the
Margie.
table now. Might see him pot this and run down for the yellow in the left middle. No, he's screwing back.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I see what you mean about last ball for the black.
Can
He'd,
get awkward.
you'd prefer the one over the pocket to probably be last for the black, and maybe black in the middle.
Good out from Margie.
Yeah, well done, Margie. She's I think if Margie plays well, takes the shots on plays like that, I think Margie will win. I think the outcome of that game is probably more in Margie's hands. If she plays well, I think she'll win. If she doesn't, then it could be very, very one-sided the other way, just from Lyndall just capitalising on Margie's mistakes.
Yeah, and plays a great safety game too.
Yep. Wants to be on the one on the rail. This
To look sort of half and half between what he wants to be on there.
he can pot the one over the pocket, then the one down the rail, and then the last red to the bottom left corner pocket, and then sort of come up the table, and the black to the bottom right hand corner pocket. But that's a hell of a lot easier said than done. There's a chance he might. Oh, there is a gap inside that red that he's got covered.
The way he's looking, yeah.
Do you reckon he's going to play with the right hand side and try and hold on that yellow?
This can all go wrong pretty easy. There's not a lot of landing areas for everything, so he's got to take the rail ball, surely.
And the yellow's...
Big break from Lyndall.
I wasn't expecting this.
I wouldn't have taken that one, but
He
you
put all
don't want to play that rail ball last. I don't care who you are,
Yeah.
especially not from that side.
Putting all his eggs in one basket here.
From the other side of the table, it's a different story because it's a shot to nothing. You're covering the hole.
Do you reckon he might try and come across?
Playing with fire there too. If it curls a bit, it can get ugly.
Probably just guarantee yourself a shot on it. Just accept the fact that you're not going to have a perfect black, but the black goes to the top right hand corner pocket. It goes, oh, that's too much angle. He won't be happy with that. Now there's going to be a lot of pace on the white. He's probably going to have to pot this, and the white's going to go into that.
He's going to get a
black
quarter ball cannon on the yellow and the black and be fat in the middle.
Ah, beautiful. I like the way you think.
That's what I'll be telling myself.
Pete's calling a quarter ball on the right hand side of the yellow.
No, he's just hit it fat, but he's missed the
missed the
pot.
pot.
So if he had a potted it, he would have.
Yep.
But he hit it too thin.
That's where Pete and I thought you just should not have gone the route that was always going to be your last ball. So when he made the option to take his third last red, he's decided that was going to be his last ball. Now, he didn't land nice on it, but still not the way I would have gone.
Not ideal. And it's, you know, it's a pretty big occasion. We're talking semi-finals of the men's singles. It's the Australian singles. You want to leave your last couple of balls and have as little amount of work to do as possible.
Nice little result there by Margie on the left-hand table. She wasn't trying to do that, but...
Oh, yeah, he's all right. It's a good shot from Jake.
Didn't want that.
He'd be a bit annoyed that it's on the cush, but...
Yeah. Probably. You gotta have a dip here, I think. I reckon. I can't see any good enough safeties not against Jake. No. You gotta have a dip. This is your expertise, Pete. How are you going about this?
Well, to pot it, you got to go this way. You got to hit about a little bit further back from where he is and curl it a little bit. Because it's going to slide and then curl in because it's not natural angle through that gap.
Yeah, it's,
So you just got to hit a bit of bottom.
looks like he's going for a big arc.
Yeah, I think
With
he's
the
going
bottom,
a
he's
little
going to
bit.
use...
He shortened it up a bit too much. Yeah, I
not
thought
a
so.
bad effort.
Thought he had to hit a bit longer.
Yep. He either had to hit that a little bit harder, so the backspin, that arc would grip a little bit later, or just put a little bit less bottom on it.
Yeah, just hit a bit further up and dig into it more. And
Touch
it widens the angle, so you're playing at a smaller pocket, so your chance of in-off's less as well.
Yep. Jake will make very short work of this.
Yeah. He makes these little free-rolling ones look pretty easy.
Yeah, he's just practicing.
Doesn't bother if he gets out of position.
I don't know if that's rolled a lot, or if she's put a lot of accidental side on that, because she's sort of she did cue across the ball there. But in the end, it was actually lucky to just even hit the red.
In good shape though.
She does a lot of feathers, doesn't she?
Jakey's got on that one now. Just get back up middle of the table. No, he's just cruising. Just run the white up and down.
It's a little. Oh yeah, thought it was a little bit different angle than that.
A bit of side on that.
So Lyndall here, good chance to go 2-1 up on the other table.
Just don't catch the yellow.
Oh, you
Well,
called it.
I tried to tell her.
Looking at the camera, she looks like you can sort of just get down and cut that black in on for Lyndall, but looking at the table, that almost doesn't even look possible.
Simple finish for Jake there.
It's actually
She's going to cut it in.
it's an extremely tough shot.
She's cut the crapper out of it.
That was a lot harder than what it looked on the camera.
And she's, you know,
If the bottom right-hand corner pocket was available there, she would have gone for the double. That's what the angle really was.
and if this sort of thing keeps happening and Margie's going okay, she'll clear these no problem. So a good opportunity for Margie to go 2-1. But that's it's a pretty bad mistake from Lyndall. I'd expect someone of her ability to know. I mean, we looked at it straight away, thought it was a good chance of hitting it.
With that shot there, Margie just played, she wanted that yellow that she just played on top of the other yellow to actually sit on the right-hand side of the jaw. So then she can play the next yellow down on top of it very easily, but it's come out just a little bit, so that's not ideal.
She might have to play the one across this way and then open that yellow up. Play the one in the pocket and nudge it.
Yeah, and she definitely can play those shots.
Well, Michael's missed his opportunity with a dry break from Jake, and now he's given Jake a chance with a dry break.
So Jake broke.
No,
Oh.
Michael broke.
Dry break.
It's a good shot from Jake. Just landing that little gap there. On the diagonal with the black spot. And he'll be on in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't mind that shot from Margie. I thought that was an option. Play the yellow long, sort of screw back, leaving the little
Jake.
off the black.
Yeah, it's a bad miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to beat Jake McCartney, you have to take full advantage of these rare opportunities.
Just missed it. Well, this couldn't be better for Margie now. He's sitting there like a practice drill.
Well, the way I'd be mopping these up is clear these 3 on this half of the table, then work my way over toward the yellow next to the black.
Oh, Michael's just lost the frame by grabbing the white before it went in.
Yep. Yeah, that is loss of frame.
Well, Jake shouldn't feel bad about taking it because it's just
No,
flat out. That's a rule. So
look, if I'm Mick, I'm quickly telling myself there, Jake was going to pot out anyway. All the balls were very easy.
yeah, there's no way he was missing those. With
You
two.
know what? He's actually denied Jake a little bit of table time there. Not on
Which
purpose.
he
did it on
certainly
purpose.
wouldn't have done that on purpose.
Um,
That was just frustration.
but Jake missed his last ball and didn't get it. Jake was 10 out of 10, got to run that out.
Yeah,
So
Jake would be a bit disappointed with that. I reckon he would have liked to run them.
definitely. So you want to see Margie bring the ball out, sort of the middle of the table to the slight left.
Just on the left of the blue spot.
Looks good if that.
Or get
pulls
under
up.
it.
Oh, too much. She's kind of about a foot too far there. I doubt this is on into the corner pocket.
Maybe just bump that bottom one out, mate.
Yeah, I think you'll see I'll just lay a very easy snooker on the ball and top cushion.
Glad Jake didn't catch the white as it was going in off then, because these are a bit tougher for Michael than they were for him last frame.
Did Mick put his hand in the pocket
No, he
and
caught
catch
it.
the ball, or did he stop it
No,
from
he caught it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair enough. I think if his hand is in the pocket and sort of catches it, I do agree with the rules. Very harsh though, because it's sort of just been brought in, as in, I don't know if it's actually always been a rule, but now they're actually enforcing it. Do you know if it's always been a rule?
No, it hasn't. It used to just be a serious foul. If people could care less about calling it.
Yeah. Good shot there by Margie.
She's lucky she's left the plan on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's more lucky than skill there, unless she did mean that. Probably not, but
Well, I don't know why you would mean it.
it's a very nice shot if you meant it. had a big crack at that.
It's come close to the corner, but it won't reach.
You know what? I'd probably actually be happy with that if I was on the black. That black has landed in a very missable position.
She's got a couple of options here, Margie. She can have a go at him, which she probably should, or she can just play the plan, screw back a little bit, and then play another safety if she likes.
I'd like to see Margie take these on. I feel like it's sticking to her game plan of the more aggressive style.
Oh, Michael,
She
wants to lose one again.
certainly is favourite either way, but me personally, I would like to see her take these on.
Chance for Jake here.
Yeah, I don't know if that last mistake of Mick is still bothering him, but if he did treat it the right way, he'd actually be still in a decent mood. Or didn't.
Well, that's not a bad option
Actually,
for
that's
Margie.
not too bad. This is a
Not a silly shot, actually. It's left her a big shot, and you still got to back her to knock it in, but
oh, I'll tell you what, looking at the table, that is tough.
she's queuing over the
Heavy
pocket and the
queuing.
ball as well.
This is below 50-50 for just about anyone, actually.
Great shot from Jake. It's his worst ball on the table. Now it's his best ball on the table.
She's about a 1 in 3 to get this. No joy.
Well, if
What
the
a-
plant's on, you take it now.
Yeah. Take the plant first, just in case they
If-
bump in a little way that you
if
don't
it's on.
expect. You've got the red, yellow over the pocket.
Yeah, I reckon Jake will have a go here. Try and clear everything up the other end while his ball's over the hole.
He's got pretty much two bad yellows. There's the one on the right-hand side of the table that's next to the red, sort of on the red near the black.
I reckon that goes in the middle though, the left middle. That's a good shot.
Yeah, Jake, not doing anything risky. Doesn't want to. He sees Mick is struggling a bit. He doesn't want to have a dip at maybe a 50-50 out, which that was probably about, and then make a mistake and just leave it very open for Mick to just roll in an easy out. Just wants to keep Mick struggling for as long as possible.
Just a snooker from Margie, double it over the other side.
Very surprised here. It's a nice shot.
Great shot.
That plant must have been a lot harder than what we
Yeah,
think.
I think it was going to aim. It was aiming a bit high, so you would have had to hit it pretty thin. First shot.
Not a good shot by Mick. I think he's tried to put the black on the cushion.
Oh, Jake's got to have a go at these now. I'll tell you what, one thing he did do was he's covered the double with that dead ball on the left-hand cushion.
Yes, that is actually a bit of a bonus there. Trying to see an easy path to sort of land on or extract that yellow on the left-hand cushion, but the thing is, Jake can actually play it in a rover because Mick's got those two reds to the top left, so Jake can be in a rover shot.
Just been told Woodsy's 5-zip up on Benny.
5 zip up there. Yeah, I mentioned out of all the matches I felt that Woodsy was favourite to beat Benny. I can't remember if...
Well, Benny's got a horrible record against him.
Yeah, there's
About the only person in the country, I think.
there's one guy who can't beat Benny, and that's Rusty, and there's one guy Benny can't beat, and that's Woodsy. It's funny how certain players are in your heads. Justin Sage was mine for about 8 years.
Yeah, good's that shot from Jake. He's got on his dead ball and he's covered the two here because there
Yeah.
was a gap under him.
Yeah, there's a good chance you'll see him just lob this down in or over. I think Margie's got 2 shots. Shouldn't matter. Only 1 shot required. Well,
Just needs to go. She's talking it over there, coercing it.
maybe she's only got 1 because she was talking.
Yeah, but this is a weird shot to play with one. You either bounce it out or you got to cue it.
Woodsy 5-1 to Woodsy, so Benny starting a little comeback. Yeah, Jake here just in commanding position, and this is sort of comes back to his decision 5 minutes ago when he decided not to pot out. He was just going to keep Mick struggling for as long as possible. Now is the time Mick actually needs to play the shot that he played it in the first frame,
Yeah.
the smother. Now's the time for that because he is simply so far behind in the game, and yellows are ready to pot out.
Yeah, he's in all sorts of trouble.
This,
Got to try and double the ball inside this yellow or smother him.
is he trying to use the white to come down and smother? This would be a good shot. Oh, I don't know if that's far enough, or is it?
Oh, it's left it awkward.
Yeah, I think I'd take that if I was Mick. I don't think the yellow's on. But he has still left in a position where Jake can just sort of bump it.
Do
and just,
whatever he wants.
yeah, just leave the white there. So a lot of work to make to be done here. And
If he nudges this over the hole, he's got 4 corner pockets.
two guys, the two best players in the country over the last 10 years who haven't won an Australian singles title are flying ahead in their matches. So
Geez, that's a good shot.
that's a very nice shot there. Now, you probably see Jake pot the yellow on the bottom right and sort of bring the white over to the left-hand side of the table and then maybe just bump the yellow out.
Just make it on and rest on that red.
That's it. Or maybe it's on and he's just going to pot it. Yeah, he's looking like playing the shot we're talking about, unless this is on. If this is on, he's just going to pot it and bring the white out. Oh, okay, yep, it was on.
Oh, you could just do that.
Oh, he doesn't want that trying to... Oh.
No, he's fine. Just cushion first. He'll get around it.
Oh, yeah, you can get enough of the white too. Probably wants to play this with a bit of right-hand side, cushion first.
Bit of running.
Just so when the white hits the cushion after the yellow, it's sort of going to kick over, it's going to zip over.
I'm going to put the moz on him. He plays these shots very well, gets the pace right, which is the hardest thing to get right on these shots.
Yep.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Red ball. 5.
Okay. 30 chickens called.
Or not an... Or
No, he's just
enough.
okay.
He's not happy with that. He
No.
knows that he didn't hit that as well as he
It's
could.
actually a bit higher than it looks, but he probably... If you play this with bottom left, you catch enough of that red, it'll just float out off the cushion. Sorry, there you are, Jamie Stevens. I said float. You'll make sure it comes out towards the black off the cushion.
Yeah, I agree. Very hard to see the angle though here. This is the kind of shot you've got to be right behind to actually see.
It must
what
be
he
a
can
lot
do.
finer than it looks.
Yeah.
Otherwise he would have played it already. Alright, so he reckons he's going to miss the reds. 4 cushions and black in the corner.
That was
1,
very
2,
thin.
1, 2, 3 and 4. Oh, and he's caught the jaw. That'll do. He was always going to be on it.
Yeah, he was going to have a shot on it somewhere.
Mick might think that was a bit lucky, but
Now, Mick should have played a better safety shot in his last shot. So, you know, Mick may think, you know, well, a little bit lucky not to go in off there, or however you think. If you want to progress in this game, you need to think about what you could have done different in the frame for that to happen.
yeah, of course.
And there were a few opportunities for him to do something good enough. He tried to put the black on the cushion, I think, and he didn't do that. He tried to smother the yellow, didn't do that. So don't focus on Jake almost going in off if you want to improve.
He made errors. Neil Brown, referee on screen there. I was talking to him yesterday. As of yesterday morning, he'd refereed 401 frames at the Nationals this year. These guys get paid bugger all for doing it, and they've done a fantastic job. The amount of people who've come up and contributed to that, so we need the referees to make the Nationals what it is.
Yeah, you sort
So
of...
thank you very much to all of them.
You sort of take it for granted, like over the last Nationals there's always been umpires on all the matches and everything like that, and I've noticed this one a couple of times we've had to adjudicate one of the tables from a lack of umpires, and that's the first time it actually sort of dawned on me that, oh, hang on, we actually need these guys here. Like
Yeah,
it's
they don't grow on trees.
it's kind of thing that you don't realise it's gone until it's gone. Like,
Yeah, how annoying having to ref some of our own frames.
well, yeah, we're not very good at it. You watch. It's funny. You watch a player umpire, and half the time they're staring at the ceiling,
Chatting to the boys.
forget to redo the timer. They're just cracking jokes half the time to the other player.
total snooker, turn around and go, what do you want?
Yeah, yeah.
Mind you, my umpire got that wrong this morning, didn't he?
He did.
I asked for total and he said no chance.
I've umpired sometimes,
I
and
had to ask him if he was drunk.
sometimes they would do a deliberate foul by putting the other guy's ball in, and I won't say anything, and the guy will look at me, say 2 shots, and I'll look at him and say, well, it's pretty obvious, wasn't it? He's meant to be balling. Like, it's your job to call it, and then you don't even switch off.
He's in good shape here, Jakey.
Oh,
We didn't want that.
We did not want
And
that.
he certainly didn't want that.
Now, a slight. Oh, hang on. No, I was going to say a slight bonus. It's covered a whole bunch of yellows, but those yellows go inside the black quite easily.
I reckon he's. I reckon he might have to just call the ball, kick it over to the cushion, trying to sit over on that yellow. He was in great shape a minute ago.
So I'd say the standard for this match has been like hot or cold. I think there's been some very good shots, some good pull.
It's a nice recovery if it sits. Might have
Drift
overhit it.
Drift out a touch there. But there's been some silly uncharacteristic mistakes as well.
Very hard to find a lot of intensity against a guy that you've just played a fantastic match with.
Yep,
You know,
exactly.
You want to go out there and kill your opponent, and it's just not the case.
Jake's such a nice guy too.
He is.
There are some people.
We could say that about Michael, but you know.
Yeah, sometimes. There are some guys that you just want to beat, and you're really looking forward to just beating them. But Jake is, you know,
You just can't hate him.
He's not one of those guys.
So that's why he's had so much success in the last few years. He's just too likeable.
That's it. So the out is definitely here for Mick if he can clear this black out of here, and then he's got the yellow on the left-hand side of the table that he can actually play up into the top left corner pocket off the red to open him up. He might be able to land it off this ball unless the angle's not quite there.
You want to be a little bit careful. It's probably brush hairs.
Maybe pot this yellow down to the bottom left corner pocket. Then the yellow to the bottom right corner pocket. And then come over to the left-hand side of the table. No, okay. He's playing the shot I was talking about earlier. It's hard when you can't see the angle. Dax
Hard to concentrate when Dax is around.
He's distracting. I saw the overall stats and he flew home. Finished equal third on over 70%. I went up and said, Dax, huge, whatever, mate, huge. And he goes, yeah, I won 17 of my last 18 frames.
Oh my God.
So he made a huge charge. So he's done his best for WA this year.
As soon as his inspiration, Kate McCartney got here.
I think he could have played that more aggressively, don't you think, Pete? He sort of half played it as if like he wanted to pot it, but sort of in or over. I really thought he could have played that aggressive to actually move the red and, you know, start stamping some authority on this match.
He definitely wasn't overly happy with where it landed. That's a good shot.
That's a very nice shot. But I think he really needs to start stepping up here. Again, very easy to say it, hard to do it, but if you want to win an Australian title.
Well, he knows what you have to do to win one. Just got to be a bit careful on this too. Doesn't take much to nudge that black across.
Yeah, no, he's right at the table. That's fine.
Just okay.
Just got to make sure. Maybe even use just a touch aside. Okay, all good.
So 5-2 Jake.
Still in it, but
Margie 2-1.
I'd say Mick would have to probably have to win the next frame again.
What's Margie got? She's gonna have to. She's almost gonna have to screw off this and face cut double it.
Yeah, that's probably the shot.
And old mate, all the Victorian supporters are starting to roll up to Albury, mate.
That's it. Nice, nice support base. It's good. It's good we can get him the win to guarantee them a show tomorrow. Queensland playing New South Wales later on tonight, I believe.
And I'll tell you, talk about the importance of us winning that match when you've got 3 guys in the singles still in Ben, Jake and Michael.
Yep.
If we had to play again tonight, you're talking first semi-final, then your singles, and then another match tonight. Those guys would be wrecked tomorrow.
Yeah, they're pretty tiring. And these guys can play to a high standard all day, but it's also the support and everything like that.
Energy off the table.
That's it. It can be hard when you're playing a 3-hour match and you're playing 1 frame an hour to have your energy levels high up. You know, it's probably easier to play a race to 15, you know, than 1 frame every hour. And then when you're not playing, you're supporting, you're cheering, you're watching your teammates every single shot, backing them up.
Every time I speak to a first-year player a week or so into the Nationals, they go, I can't believe how tired I am.
Definitely. You'd only play 3 or 6 frames for the day, but you put everything you've got into it.
And,
Very taxing.
Obviously, for myself, it's not being a drinker anymore. It doesn't count, but trying to work out your amount of party time between your playing time. It's a very fine balance.
That's it. You know, you can't just play and then go and sit in your hotel room and wait for the next match, because
No.
you'll get bored. You'll
lose your mind.
Yep. So you do have to get out and hang out with the boys and have a bit of fun as well, but control yourself.
Just congratulating Greg Costello, Queensland team manager, on their win over SA in the playoff.
Yeah, good win by the Queensland boys. Felt they flew under the radar a little bit this year, I think.
They did. They had a good team thing going, and I'm telling you, Greg was Australian team manager on the Worlds this year, and he was absolutely sensational, mate. He's such a great guy, and just a fantastic team person.
Yeah, it's amazing what the team managers can do. We had a little bit of a change of one, and now we haven't lost. Oh, look at that hair. Oh, my goodness, Jake. Wow, that was a terrible angle for you.
That's not flash, but he's just going to have to drop it in dead weight.
I think Stubbsy's just made a nice out on the other table. Looks like 4-3 to Stubbsy, I
Mate,
think.
that pocket's got to be rolling out.
Oh, my goodness. Hang on a second. I'll just show you. Rust.
Well, Woodsy's just played a miraculous shot to go 6-1 up on Benny.
Rusty coming over here trying to intimidate the Vic boys with how good Woodsy's playing. We already know how good Woodsy's playing. We're thinking about how poorly the rest of you guys are playing, though. That's all.
Yeah, that's good. You can have the 4 frames, mate.
I said out of the 2 semis, I felt Woodsy was probably favourite.
How's that shot from Jake?
On form, I think he's playing the best out of the 4, out of the 2 weeks. So Rusty looks. I do actually have a wager on him. I do. Jeez,
Oh, shot, Jake.
Benny's wearing a blue shirt. No, my heart's hoping Benny wins, but my head is
Your wallet.
my wallet's going for Woodsy. So.
It's a good shot from Michael. It's forced Jake into a tricky position here.
We're betting push-ups, Dan.
A little giggle from yourself before. The great man Dax Wosley's gone to the bar and got Robbo a drink, and he's come back and he's bought him an umbrella drink. You are on holiday, mate. Can't see a lot he can do here, Jake. He's going to run out of time in a second, though. And it's time out because of Lyndall.
Dax. He's always sticking it to me. Kicks my ass in the singles, plays like a freak.
Now buys you on umbrella drinks.
He's saying he's going to buy me a soda for quite a while now. Eventually gets me one, and it's got a little. It's got is that a peacock or something in it with an umbrella and a straw? You're kidding.
Mate, did you just see that shot from Jake?
Didn't. I was too busy taking umbrellas out of my drink.
That's a fantastic shot.
Can we?
He's going to get snookered, but that was a great shot.
Might-
Where's the replay,
Might
Dad?
get a replay down. I missed it.
Get on it, Lynchy. And come on, start typing in, sending the messages in about how much you love Cue Ball TV and Dan Lynch, everyone.
So Mick has just got one shot on the yellows.
He does.
So he's probably looking for a bit of safety.
He's going to have to play the bottom of the left ones. No, he's going back in this way. I don't like getting in these little battles when you're playing.
Tell you what,
He'll almost have a go at this.
what's he done there?
Jake's almost got a shot to nothing now.
That's a terrible shot.
Obviously trying to get right on the red. Yeah, that's the one. We'll just wait for him to pot this black, and then we'll have a look at that last shot for you, mate. I didn't know what he was going to do with it. That's a pretty bad mistake. This shot here, I didn't know where to go with that. And he's checked it up and got it back to there. I mean, that's
That's a
clever.
very nice shot.
Very clever shot.
Yep.
And it forced the mistake.
Yeah, just Jake just doing what's required to win frames at the moment. Mick's certainly having his chances. I don't know if Jake's actually broken pot out yet. I think Mick's had a chance in every frame, I think. Close enough too.
Yeah, so 6-2 Jake. Lyndall with the opportunity to go 3-2 up. Yeah, she's just throwing the shoulder at that one a bit.
Yeah. Those sorts of shots, Margie's definitely better at playing with her snooker background. She has the superior cue action of the two.
This is a bit tricky for Margie though. There's not a lot of safety here, and it's tough to get down this side of the left-hand side of the table. So.
Beautiful break there by Mick. Just stopped the white dead. That's actually kind of like how you're breaking. Actually, nice big splits and just stopping the white.
Yeah.
Very hard to do.
And actually got a ball in a couple of times today too.
It's always a bonus.
Unbelievable.
It's, how have they landed? A quick glance here. I mean, you can probably take either, but you probably want to go yellows.
Yeah. Well, this will take a good shot from Lyndall too. She's got to knock this in, nudge that over to the cushion, or get it right out.
Just must be on. It's only, yeah, it's just on. They're very deceptive by the camera there.
Mick Della's just called a non-nomination foul on himself. I've never seen that before. He's hit it on yellows, too late, foul.
Terrible shot there by Mick.
6-2 now, Benny.
So making a little bit of a comeback, but
Yeah, Woodsy's, and he's at the table again too, so.
he doesn't want to go for the 2-for-1 frames trade because he'll run out of time and end up losing about 85 or something.
Just got himself a bit awkward on that Mick.
Yeah, just a killer shot there by Mick. These are just scoreboard pressure errors that, semi-finals trying to defend his title. There's no one's ever gone back to back before.
I'll tell you, look, just to make it this far after winning it last year is a fantastic effort.
It's a very good defence.
Considering how he was playing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, leading up to this tournament, going by his form over the last 11 and a half months, wasn't holding out much chance for him to defend his title, but seems to have clicked in.
I would have given him 50-1.
Yeah. He was just struggling against everyone, but since he's gotten here, he's just switched on.
It's not bad. Makes him play a tough shot. expect him to get this though.
Yeah, that's good. Be happy with
you
that.
you want the middle first, obviously.
Margie?
Yeah, this shouldn't be a problem.
Look, it's not a big error, but you got to stop leaving yourself like this. Make it as easy as possible. That wasn't hard to get lower on that ball.
Yeah. Yep. So 6-3, but he's not going to keep getting those chances off Jake. He's got to start winning frames off his own bat. Sometimes when you have a match that just everything works perfectly, the break, the run of the balls, a couple of little mistakes from your opponent and everything like that, and then you go into your next match kind of thinking that that's going to happen again, or just assuming that you'll play that well again.
You forget what it's like to struggle.
That's right. And then when you do struggle, you start thinking, what's going on? Yesterday I played my best match. Today I can't really do a thing right. Call upon your experience there to get you through it. Tell yourself you've been in this position before and you've gotten through it.
I just got the call from the great man Kev Harvey, mate.
Yes, he on his way up.
He's on his way up.
So I imagine probably coming up with a few of the other boys too.
Him and Jamie on their way up, yeah.
Jake has absolutely crunched that break. And yellows or reds.
Stubbsy just got up one.
Stubbsy's proving quite the popular player in the crowd here. He's just brought the roof down. I think Stubbsy's probably up about 6'4", I'm going to guess. You got Mick Deller up
5'2".
5'2". Frame has been played on the other table with Benny and Woodsy, but I don't know who won it. It's maybe 6'2", 6'3".
I think it was Woodsy.
And the remaining match, Jessica and Renata. I'm not too sure what the score is down the other end of the room.
Jess Woods and Renata.
Jessica and Renata 3-all.
30 seconds.
That's the word.
Well, I don't know how much pool Jess is playing these days, but Renata, if Jess keeps playing pool, Renata will eventually stop going into that match favourite.
Yeah, very, very quickly. Jess is the young blood and very accomplished snooker player, so she'd be the best single ball potter of all the girls in the room, and she'd actually be a lot better than a lot of the men's too. Yeah, as soon as she learns the game a bit better, she will be extremely tough to stop, even for a lot of the blokes.
Yeah, 7-2, Woodsy.
30 seconds.
So Woodsy on the hill to make his third singles final, coming runner-up in the other two. So I know that's plagued him for a while. Everyone used to make fun of him a fair bit, just assuming that he'll win one sooner or later. But
Yeah, but Jake hasn't either.
yeah, so that hasn't happened for a while. So people don't seem to give him much stick for it anymore. But looks like he's going to have another crack at the final.
Oh, you don't want to give him too much grief. He's a very nice bloke himself.
He is actually. Jake and Woodsy looking like playing the final. Two very nice guys.
It's 7-3 for Jakey.
Wow.
And this has turned out to be a little bit awkward for Lyndall. She played a good plant there, but landed Chinese on the red. Just a bit of shoulder again, mate.
Yeah, just those queuing issues. Shit, Lyndall's an extremely accomplished player. She's won everything many times over. I just feel if she just spent a little bit of time on her queuing, I think she'd just start nailing those shots a little bit more often.
No. Now you got a yellow, Mike.
Oh, I thought it was a dry break for a moment.
I'm only counting 6 yellows, so it's a dry break if they started with 6 yellows, but I'm going to assume they started with 7.
Well, it's looking, you can take either, but it's looking like reds for me.
Yeah, reds.
They all just You can probably just keep trickling them all in, really.
Yeah.
Yellows, you sort of have to move the white around the table a little bit. Maybe you can only land on one other yellow. That's pretty much the key shot right here. If he lands good here, it's just a little bit careless.
Just sort of run through that a little bit.
Should still be fine. I'd actually be very surprised if he takes this red.
Is he playing the cut back here?
This is very missable, this shot.
Yeah,
He's played that well.
that's a great shot. I wouldn't have gone for it. Good shot from Margie. Just play that drop down on the bottom one.
There's a little bit of work to be done here by Mick. I think if that first shot went better.
I think Margie's playing the wrong ball there. You've actually got to do something with this now. If you played this one first, you didn't have to do anything with the last ball. You just roll it in. You come out for the black.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's a bit of a mistake.
I think Carl's
I'm not saying she won't get it, but just why would you go that way?
Carl's put up a post saying on track for a new men's single champion. Or I tell you what, I reckon that's Mick's last shot to defend his title.
Yeah, that's the frame.
And Woodsy, they reckon the ball's up again, so I guess Benny had to have won that. 7-3. 7-3. Was it race to 9, is it? Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, me bro just come past and goes, Woodsy can't miss.
Woodsy putting on a bit of a show. He must have worked on his game or something. He's always been a fantastic player, but it's nice for him to showcase his skills that he probably had.
Well, that's a great black from Margie. Look, those last two shots she had to play were both tricky. And if she went the way I said, they were all
Very
three
easy.
rollings.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, you'll still be all right.
That's turned out okay.
He did well to get through that gap, though.
He's actually hit that pretty hard, actually. With a shot like that, you'd normally just play it. So if the white was to run past it as it did, it maybe run past by a foot or so. So he's actually hit that.
I suppose he's on whack. He's on the hill, so he's trying to just play.
Well, I thought he was
still
on
cue with confidence.
I thought he was on the hill, but I misjudged. It's race to 9.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So I guess Woodsy actually probably won that game down there based on your brother's comments. So
Yeah,
probably
absolutely. 8-2.
8-2.
And he's going out again, I reckon.
I'm hearing a lot of applause, and every time I hear those big applause, Stubbsy's pulling out the balls as if he just pot out.
So Jake, it's his tricky ball. There's one over here.
There's probably about 10 people watching Russell Ewart and Wayne Stubbs play. And I reckon...
Jake's had another go at this. Look at this shot.
I reckon the whole crowd, yeah, it's all Tassie boys. 8-2 to Woodsy. So very one-sided for this match.
And from the sounds of it, Ben hasn't done too much wrong.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yes, I know, mate.
Yeah. That's it. You can do it to someone, you can not give them a shot, and then the very next match someone can do it to you. So take full advantage of when the ball's run in your favour.
Jake's in a bit of strife here. He's nudged that ball, which was a good effort, but he's nudged it dead. So he's got to play a big one in the corner and then try and get on it.
Well, I thought it was race to 8, so I would have said
Double.
this match was pretty much over. But race to 9, if Mick can win this frame, race to 9, it just gives him an extra frame buffer. It is possible.
He should be able to finish from here. Shouldn't be any problem.
But the way he is playing, it doesn't matter how the ball's run. He simply needs to play better. I thought didn't Margie knock in a black?
Oh, that's a bad shot from Mick.
Didn't Margie knock in a black?
30 seconds.
Yeah, 3-2.
Was Lyndall up 3-1? I thought it was 2-all.
Hang on.
Yellow balls.
No, it says 3-2, Margie.
On the scoreboard, we've got we had on the Dan's Cubal TV scoreboard, we had 3-2 the wrong way round.
Ah,
That's right, all over it.
confusing us, Dan.
Technical error. no human error involved at all. So once...
What about the human that made that tech?
Once, see, he had to just check. He had to check that up with a bit of right-hand side.
That's a strange shot.
He could have been another foot to the right-hand side. It would have been fine. He really...
It's easy. Now he's got to punch it off the course or run it off too.
I think he's got to start playing his shots with a lot more conviction. You know.
More authority.
Yes. No. Oh, geez, that's a favourable kiss. He's all right, but
He's just okay.
he's okay this time. But he wasn't the last time, and he may not be the next time. Oh, geez. Oh, probably would have put a little bit of work on that myself to avoid that in off, but it's all right. Maybe he knew it was going exactly there.
For sure. Oh, they're having a loo break it. So Marg Gorski, 3-2 up over Lyndall.
You pulled 30 yet?
30 seconds.
Thank you.
Bit of work to do here, Margie. No, she punched this up the top.
Yeah, it's not too bad if she can punch this up the top, stun the white down about half a foot, play the yellow on the bottom to the bottom left corner pocket, and you want to try and bring the white back about a foot to the right, so then you can play the remaining yellow to the right middle, and then stun the white over to the left hand side of the table.
Yep.
That's what the
Or
plan
if,
is.
or if you land too straight on it, you just smash it in off the red and screw straight back and play the black in the middle.
Yes, that is possible. Two different minds clearly at work there.
Oh, she didn't get through that.
No, I think that's quite... She doesn't want any angle. She doesn't want the white going where she's feathering now. It's clearly straight, and
She can get there.
she'll either take my option or yours. If she lands there, she'll take my option, and if she lands a little bit more to the left of where her hand just was, then she'll take your option.
Hope she takes mine. It'll look better.
It will look better. She's gonna take.
She's taking
most
yours.
Or is that red? Is that red in the way?
Nah.
So most likely now she'll just plays with a bit of bottom, bit of stun, just bring the white about 2 feet to the
Actually,
left.
I reckon you still come straight back, play it off the red, because it's not enough angle. You've really got to force this to get across.
Yeah, and I've noticed on these tables sometimes with the middle, if you don't hit it quite cleanly enough, they can pop out sometimes.
Yep.
If you force them at this angle.
She might play it off the red and run it.
She's hitting quite high on the white.
Oh, look at this.
She's just
Just crunched it.
Woodsy's got up.
Not the worst result ever.
So my heart is sad that fellow Victorian has lost.
Yeah.
Nick
Young doing his famous dance move, the window.
Nick seems happy that his captain has lost. I may tell his captain that no, Nick is saying that's not true. Well, you looked happy, Nick, that Benny lost, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
No, it's a good snooker.
Yes.
Is Maggie just trying to kill something, or she actually got a par through here? No, she's just killing the ball. So Lyndall will just play this in the middle off the yellow. Now, that's congratulations to Woodsy. That's a great victory and another crack at the title for him. And commiserations to Benny. But great effort once again.
Yeah, Woodsy into his third final. He famously lost his first final, 10-9 to Travis Crawley, and
Jaw snookered himself at 9-8.
you actually see where this red is on the Jake and Mick table.
Yep.
On the right hand on side in the middle pocket. That's pretty close to where he left the white, and actually where that where the red is on the rail below it. And that's actually kind of where his last ball was. So, yeah, he's has been plaguing him for close to 10 years now.
Yeah, Jake will get these. And she'll put himself on the hill here. It's one of those ones that's really easy if you're in the right positions.
Yeah, it's all just sort of a bunch of stun shots from now on, isn't it?
Yeah, and that is the right position.
About this any number of ways. Most likely you want to play the yellow that's below the black last, so then you'll have the black to the right middle pocket.
He wants to be pretty straight on this, or he might
He's
have to get across.
Yeah, he's not happy.
And then play that one you were talking about.
Yep. You can tell by his body language there, he's not too excited about that shot.
He only has to just sneak past that top one.
Table, he's only got a little bit of angle.
Just punch it past. Get a bit of bounce. You can just nudge into the black if he wants and put it on in the corner and then roll in the middle and you're on the black back in the same corner as this yellow.
Yeah, that's it. Probably just move the black about 6 inches or so, and then it should be fairly straightforward from there.
2 visits.
Got a request from Wayne. We need more floating.
Sorry, Wayne. Try and get right onto that. Stubbsy got up.
Stubbsy got up. Ah, yeah, that's why it's so noisy. He's won, and a bunch of guys stood up. There's about 10 guys in green Tassie shirts. So, but that's what makes a good team.
He's just overplayed that a little bit, Jake. So he's Chinese himself, make it a little bit awkward to get on the black.
Nice shot by Lyndall on the other table there, knocking that ball in down the middle, down the rail.
Yeah. Now, which way is he going? Can you probably cut this in the middle?
Looking at the table, I'd say cut it in the middle.
Well, looking at how far it's, it's a foot higher than the black spot, so yeah.
Difficult shot this. It does, if this does look like a shot that you should definitely make on camera, I'm telling you, look at the table. It's actually quite tricky.
A lot finer than it looks.
Crowd starting to build in the background there. Probably got about maybe 40 odd people watching. That's only going to grow as the tournament progresses.
And now the match is finished. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a stiff in off there, but he's almost fouled 3 other ways as well.
So this could be 7-5 in a second.
Yeah, I'd say it's going to be 7-5, and geez, Jake's he has played better than Mick, but he has certainly not played anywhere near the capability we know he can play. So Mick's going to get his chances.
Is that actually there?
Second visit.
Sure, he's got 2 shots.
Well, you've got to give it a chance, don't you?
It's like putting in golf. The last thing you want to do is
Not let it.
pull up a foot short of the hole.
That's right. And this just got awkward.
Yeah, she's in between there. She either wanted that to go further up the table or stop further. Stop further? That sounds wrong. Sounds strange. Stop further. That doesn't sound right.
Everyone understood what you meant, mate.
White ball go no further.
Except for Gus.
White ball not so far.
You're making me laugh. I just got to close my eyes and look at the floor.
Gus's great one-liners, great shot by Lyndall. That's a good shot because she was pretty annoyed at herself by the couple of previous shots there.
He's filthy. He can't be up here, Gus, because of work, but he popped up for a few of them. Him and Hammer and the boys popped up for a few days.
That's right.
Support. Yeah, it's a good finish.
Mick on the other table, just using his 2 to go about this a safe route. He's in a hurry.
It's all right as long as he doesn't put pot 2 at once this shot.
Yeah. On the next one. So 7-5 here. It's match on.
Well, Mick should be pretty happy because he has played pretty average.
Yeah, if I was Mick in this position, I'd be saying to myself, geez, I've let a lot of frames go and I'm still 7-5. Woodsy clearly the player in form out of the men's, annihilating Benny 9-2, I believe. Heard he played very well. Mick Delahunty 5-4 up on Mongrel. It's the Ian Will. And I'm not sure, that Renata Jessica Woods match is it's pretty far away. I just cannot see the score from here. I was trying to guess the meterage. Buffer, there we go. All his glory. How's that camera even got him? No, he got one there.
Oh, just avoided the in off there, Michael.
Big break by Mick. I reckon the balls on this match, they've landed pretty positively for the guys, so they would have normally have made a lot more outs than they have. Because every time they've broken very well, and every time they've broken, you always could have taken either colour.
Hasn't been a lot of tricky ones.
No. Normally when you break the balls and you're working, if you want to pot out, if you've got one tricky ball, you pretty much take it, because you got about, that means you got about six or so balls to work with that problem.
He's got to take the reds on here, doesn't he? Surely that one goes. And that's what he's done.
He's gone with the red ones. He should definitely make this out. It's pretty much an out where you just need to keep control of the white.
You take the one next to the black, and then the one to the right corner.
If
Get on the one in the middle.
I
In the corner last.
I don't like the red to the left middle as your third shot.
No?
No.
When do you like it?
I don't like the fact that you can come up a little bit high on it, accidentally wrong angle. I would prefer to play it now, come back and play it, and then play the one on the black.
Yeah.
Then the one to the bottom right corner. Okay.
See, I didn't mind, because if you're on that angle to get on the black, you can't go wrong.
I don't think he'd come up the table like this though. Okay, well, this is crazy. I
didn't mind playing that exact shot last.
yeah, there was. This is still okay, but
It's not now.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Neither does he at the moment. He's lucky. He's still
I have no
avoided
idea.
everything. He can still get around everything,
He's
but that's
actually-
an incredibly average shot.
He's actually extremely fortunate there because I think he can bring the white off to maybe the third cushion being the top one, and then for the remaining red to the bottom left corner pocket. But
Yeah, this has been like watching me do it.
he was trying to land on the red next to the black there, and I don't know, he just thought that the white would die off the top cushion. Maybe he had a little bit of side on it and thought that would take the pace off. Or
He's still not
something.
happy with his shot.
Maybe he got a big bounce, but he's very fortunate for them to land in that way.
Yeah, that was. He's played a terrible shot there, so that's a great recovery.
Well, time to start hitting these balls with a bit of conviction. Punch us in with stun, bring the white out, about a foot off the cushion. Just still
okay.
Not. Oh, he's just under hitting him a little bit. Should still get this though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Well,
7-6.
I'd be extremely happy if I was Mick just being 7-6 down with the standards so far. Maybe we're being a little bit harsh, I'm not sure, but
No, well, so what if we are?
yes, it's not a bad job,
I'll still,
really.
I'll still sleep.
Hey, I'll give them full credit when credit's due when they play the great shots, but I'm going to lay into them when they play subpar ones too.
All right. So, Margie, just going to run this over.
I think even you would. Oh,
Well, in the vicinity of over.
yeah. Well, it's not too bad, but Yeah, I think over the pocket there just would have been a bit better. Just for long-term strategy reasons.
Oh, how
Another
good's that
great
break from Jake?
He's beautiful break. So if no ball's got in the way there, that white was coming towards the middle of the table, which is where you want it.
How's he got no ball in there? That's incredible.
Well,
So
when-
4 that tried to go in the corner at the same time.
When you don't get a ball in that situation, you look at the table quickly and you just hope for clusters and mess, and that's what he's got.
And he's got him.
So he'll be getting another shot here, Jake. Just don't know the situation of it, though. Might see Margie play the extraction, left-hand table there. Pot this, go into the red on the cushion.
Just don't pick the gap.
Had to play with
What
a
did
bit
I
more.
say?
Maybe it's actually turned out okay, but maybe had to play that with a bit more pace, so then the white would have thrown out a little bit wider.
Oh, just screw so you punch into that one ball and then you play the other one across in the
Yeah.
middle. Oh, this could be bad.
All right, so mix on yellows here.
That's
I'd
a
rather
bit
be-
lucky there. He was aiming for the cluster.
He
And
was.
that's a really, really big cluster close to a cushion, which makes your target about 2.5 feet wide.
But I don't understand, even if he went into it, what good could have come of it.
He confuses me sometimes, Mick.
Yeah, I don't really get that shot because
Well, he's gained nothing.
I feel reds are in the definite better position, just where they are just naturally placed around the table. And having balls near the black and stuff is a good thing, but you don't need 3 of them there. You know, Mick's best ball on the table, which he's only really got 2 of them. That's the red close. That's the yellow close to the middle, and the yellow close to the top cushion. Where Jake, pretty much every one of his balls on the tables has a good purpose right now.
Going to excuse myself for 5 minutes, Robbo.
No problem.
I'm going to pass you on to another Butterworth.
Senior. Can the real butters stand up? How are you going this fine evening?
Good evening, everyone. G'day, Robbo.
How are you today? You good?
Fantastic. Just watched Steve Woods be immaculate against Benny Noonan.
Yeah, we
He's come up with some freaky, awesome shots, and just anything Benny did, Woodsy just
had an answer for.
just had an answer for. Yeah.
Yeah. We heard from a few people that Woodsy played very well, and I've only seen really nothing but fantastic pull from him this whole trip. So potentially the player in form out of everyone here. This match though, the Mick Scerri Jake match, I don't know if you've seen much of it, but it's been a bit scrappy. Not the standard we thought these players would produce, especially at this point of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a tactical battle going on too here, so this will be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Looks like a good comeback from Mick though, because I think Jake was, correct me if I'm wrong, he was a few frames up.
Yes, 7-2 or 7-3 thereabouts, maybe 7-3. And I actually thought it was raced to 8 at that time, pretty much thinking the match was over, but it's actually raced to 9. And yeah, Mick's just been just clawing away, slowly pegging it back.
No, it's good stuff between two Victorian and Australian great players. It's not all about Victoria, I realise that, but
That is when you're commentating, it's fine.
no, it's good to see two good blokes and 2 fantastic players.
30 seconds.
So Reds in this situation pretty much want to keep control of the table, but you're trying to look at promoting the black and your balls into a position where you can pot out as soon as possible. And yellows are very far off actually being able to pot out. So for yellows in this situation, you're trying to stay in the frame and stop reds from getting in the position to be able to pot out first.
Yeah, and it looks like at the moment with a transition to break out the red near the black. I mean, he could do it here if he's got enough angle.
Very
I think
risky.
he might. Yeah, it is risky.
Not too sure if he's got the angle there. He'd have to hit it. He'd have
Pretty
to hit
straight,
a
yeah.
huge amount of pace, and the white may get stuck in there. I think there's a good chance he may cover the pocket a little bit more.
To the right pocket.
Yeah,
Yep.
even that's not that easy. The table might roll a bit. So
We'll see. Okay. It's not ideal, but I'm sure he's just going to cover the
yeah,
pocket, leave it safe.
I'd expect him to cover the pocket here, or possibility of the extraction you're talking about. But there's very little control with that. I really don't think you'll see him risk it.
Try, yeah, you're going to lose the white a fair bit.
Maybe if he was 7-2 up, he might have a bit of a risk.
Yeah, cover the well, yes, lingering. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good shot there. Jake obviously felt that the limiting mix options on his shot by laying the snooker is the better shot. And he knows Mick's not going to not get out of this. Like, Jake's not expecting to have 2 shots after this, but Mick just not being able to control his shot.
A container, yeah.
Yeah, containing shot. I think it's still 5-4 or maybe 6-4 to Mick Della. The other Masters semis, Wayne Stubbs winning his match.
Okay, yep. I been looking at from afar, but yeah. And how's the Marg and Lyndall? Be two best women for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. I was just saying that they've both won this Lyndall multiple times. Lyndall probably proving to be a bit more of the consistent 8-ball winner. Margie tends to have a bit more of a dip.
She does.
Bit more of a pot. Where Lyndall likes to get her 2 shots and a bit more slow and steady.
Which makes me think she's more of an 8-ball player, and Margie's a great 8-ball player, but has a snooker background with obviously her husband Stan. Goes all right.
Yeah, he definitely does, especially back in the day when he basically just won just about everything all the time 20 years ago, thereabouts.
Yeah.
And Margie's won, God knows how many state and Australian women's snooker titles and events like that.
Yeah.
Lyndall clearly wanting the...
That's...
It was an aggressive big shot there by Jake. Didn't come off though.
No.
Now yellow's gone big favourites on this table. Lyndall just wanting that red to sit obviously over the top right hand corner pocket there, and it's dropped, so she's got a lot cut out for her now.
Definitely.
Yeah, she wants that red.
Did she try and sort of mark as that up in the corner?
Yeah,
to cover the yellow.
She would have preferred it was on the right hand side of the table. But that might not be too bad where it is now. You pretty much need to be up there to get the perfect view, but she might be able to work with that.
Yeah. What's Jakey doing? Can he cut it?
You may be able to think up this and bring the white off 2 cushions.
Oh,
like
he's
that.
gone to cut.
This could be very, very
Look at
lucky.
this. It's going to draw out and sit him.
Wow, he might be on that.
He could be too.
That will be the luckiest shot of the tournament if he's on that, because if that white ball drops, it's game over.
Yeah.
7-all. If it doesn't and he's on this, there is a chance he's going to go 8-6 up.
Yeah.
So that is it. That if he's on this red, that's the biggest defining shot of this match so far.
Well, he's sort of in the perfect angle, but he's hampered by the pocket.
There we go. Have a look at this.
It's a great camera
Yeah, he's
angle.
he's trying to bring the white off 2 cushions.
That's a great replay. Yep.
He's clearly hit it way too thin. 2 cushions and around and into the cluster, and kind of hoping for the best a little bit.
Yeah, just going to play it safe. Yep.
Was that a foul?
Was it? Yeah, was a foul.
2 shots. Hard to hear with the headphones on, but 2 shots to Mick Scerri. If that yellow next to the black goes under the red, then this out shouldn't be too difficult. But if it doesn't, there's still a bit of work to be done here. You've got a lot of people watching now. You've got
Looking at the angle, I think the yellow does go past it.
people starting to swarm around the handrails and go 2-3 rows back. It's a good buzz.
It is.
Yeah,
Actually, my first national, so
Oh yeah.
we're happy to be here and we're happy to see the Victorians flying.
That's it. Well, we
Beating
didn't,
the
we didn't want to let you down.
beating the mighty light blues. Sorry, the mighty baby blues.
Baby blues, light blues. What are you trying to say? You're a supporter. You can say whatever you want.
Well, yeah.
No, we love it. So yeah, New South Wales definitely got their hands full with Queensland. Queensland have proven to fly under the radar a little bit, but they are a very good team. Sorry, I've got to keep the voice down a little bit. Queensland, they've always seen them in groups everywhere. They've done like the breakfasts and dinners, and it may sound silly, but all that stuff really adds up.
It doesn't sound silly, really, if you're a team player and you've played for teams over the years, because it's almost a cliche, but a team of champions and a champion team is well, champion team is what you want, obviously.
Exactly, definitely.
You can have a team of number ones in every state, but if you don't click, and if you don't feel like family.
As JR says, you need everyone in the team singing from the same hymn book. So if everyone's on a different page, for some reason it just doesn't gel.
It doesn't, because you don't feel like you've got the support and the backup.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Sometimes you lose sight of what you're playing for.
Yeah, that's right.
Margie, that's a very nice shot. That's a great shot there by Margie. It was very difficult to control that one. Lyndall's got to play a nice shot here. Come off the cushion, just pretty much about there to knock the red in.
Where she pointed with the cue.
Exactly where she pointed. I've got a feeling she's going to aim too far down the table. She'll need to aim further, more to the right or closer to where she's
No
playing now.
unwanted side.
Yeah,
Ooh.
too far down the table. That's pretty much how everyone plays that shot, that they completely underestimate how, yes, you're trying to hit the red, but you've got to hit it an exact way. Well, I don't know if that's good enough for Mick. Don't know if that's good enough. I think Jake might be able to come off the cushion and kind of play the same shot Lyndall played, but the harder version of it. But then the black doesn't go anywhere.
It's a
so we might
fantastic
play
shot.
pace.
Sorry, Marg,
That's right.
by Marg.
Yeah, great shot there by Marg. Couldn't put it any better with your hand. It's beautiful. Just roll this in, black to the bottom right-hand corner, or she may even just stun it and play the black to the right middle.
So has Jakey got roomy?
Oh, I think it's very, very, very tight. But the thing is, he has
Not
to,
off the cushion, yeah.
yeah, he's got to play it with pace to maybe try and move that yellow, because it's a bit of a tricky one.
4 frames to 3.
Oh, he's almost got it.
It's sort of... Oh,
Good thing,
wow.
good thing he didn't stop the white there with his cue. Would have been lost a frame. So a couple of poor shots by Mick to actually allow this to happen. I don't know if this yellow comes out. This is actually a serious problem for Mick if this yellow doesn't come out.
You could punch the absolute hell out of it in there.
May jam it out, but geez, you'd want to be sure.
There you go. Lucky he's got you've got 5 balls to land on, so
Yeah, this is
should be
this is 5. This is 7-all.
yeah.
It's going to go 7-all. And looks like Mickey Dilla's up 7-4. Was that Dan? No, that's the win. 7-4, Mickey Dilla. 2 of the definite favourites for the tournament, with a couple of other players, Mick Dilla and Wayne Stubbs into the final. Hard to pick a winner there. I'm probably might even lean more towards Wayne Stubbs actually for that one. Mick just walking around making sure. So this is going to go 7-all.
Good stuff.
A
Good
rematch.
stuff. And this is
A rematch
Sort
of
of one of-
last year's semi-finals.
yeah, yeah. Good stuff, Mick. And it's good to see Mick come back after having a tiny bit of time off.
So just
Yeah.
putting on a show
Good
for the
stuff.
crowd here, giving
All
them
right,
their.
well, my,
go on.
Sorry,
Go
my
for
brother's looking at me, staring at me, saying, "Get the hell off! It's my microphone." So I'm going to leave it to the professionals. And
he has put the latte down.
yeah.
The latte's been put down.
Yeah, nice talking with you, Mark, and
You too.
good stuff, Dan. And I'll pass you on to me, bro.
Thanks for that very much.
All right, good stuff. See you, mate.
See you later. Got Junior Butterworth coming back on the mic now. He's got his latte. He's all refreshed.
Junior Butterworth.
You are the junior, aren't you?
He's 18 months younger than me, mate, but whatever.
Okay, well, there you go. 18 months.
I just aged better.
When you get to around, the 30s, 40s mark, it's pretty hard to tell the difference between 18 months.
Ooh, that's just hung.
So,
It's a pretty good result there, though.
7-all. Didn't predict that because Mick actually hasn't really played any better.
How important is
make
this
it
break?
7-all.
Oh, my God.
Now, where do you play the black?
If he comes up dry here,
Mick told me a story once of he was playing Paul Pike in Melbourne, and they were having a set, and I think it was the deciding frame, and Pikey's done a big break, and Pikey didn't know it, but the blacks actually dropped in. Pikey nominates a colour.
I know this one.
And he just starts potting balls, and he gets down to about his second last ball, and then looking for the black. And we think that's extra funny because you're meant to.
You generally look at what ball you're going to get in the black first.
Pikey's represented Victoria twice. You tend to see what the situation with the black is before you just start potting out.
Pikey's possibly one of the loosest players I've seen.
So Mick had a good laugh with that when Pikey looked around, couldn't see the black.
He's good fun to watch, Pikey.
So let's see what Mick does on take two. Does that rack look like it's leaning to the right a little bit, or is
It
that
does
just
actually.
me? It only looks like a little bit. It shouldn't make too much of a difference.
And this is a massive frame now. I mean, this is enormous.
Got a ball. White's flying.
Reds.
Oh, they've landed a treat.
Look at the reds or the yellows. Probably yellows if that red wasn't there over the hole.
Yeah, if he could, if he could just get a yellow.
Mind you, like in saying the reds are awesome as well, you're looking at the yellows, you've got a couple of cushion balls to play. Every one of them you're thinking, he can't not pot out if he gets a shot.
Yeah, he's just pointing at that yellow, just wishing he was on it. He may just have to potentially suck it up, go reds, and still an out. He should, hang on.
He's taking the yellows.
Oh, he's on it. There you go. Just look at the table, it doesn't look on. Just don't forget to nominate or something silly, because he's still deciding what colour he wants. I don't know if he's nominated.
Yeah, well, don't forget to call total when you're on 1A, Mark.
What's that?
Don't forget to say total snooker.
Oh, you earlier. Pete's called a foul snooker, and he couldn't even hit one of his balls at all anywhere, and the umpire said no. The response was out of surprise. Polite way of putting it. So, Mick on the yellows, you can't ask for much more than this. I mean, where these balls are, yeah, he's still got a little bit of work to do. It's probably a little bit more fidgety than your first look, but it'd take this all day to go 8-7 up against Jake.
The key one's probably going to be the yellow next to the black.
30 seconds.
Just need good shape on that. Just nudge the red out the way here. Oh, he's landed a bit awkward here.
Yeah, he meant to stun that, but he got like a little bit of just a little bit of the bottom that he put on it.
If he's not in
just
that top
wore
one,
out.
if he's not in that top one, he's actually in a bit of trouble here.
That red that's covering the pocket, actually, when you look at the table, it's actually hanging out a little bit. He might be able to play yellow inside it.
I reckon he has to, because I don't reckon he's on the other one.
Oh, he's got very nice angle for it.
30 seconds.
Well, this is a big moment, mate.
Whips are cracking.
Biggest moment of the match so far. It's a good shot.
Time running.
Margie just needs to cue this well. Just time it so you don't catch the... Oh, she's got under. Probably got a shot. Oh, if this goes, it's no problem. Just the wrong side.
Yeah, I think so. Depends if he... depends. I think he actually wants to be anything but dead straight. I think a little bit of angle either way would do him good.
It's alright if it's dead straight. He can run through and get the angle on the other one in the middle. In the left middle.
Yes, he can. Sometimes when you're picturing how you think they should pot out, if they don't follow that path, you can get tunnel vision and they can just do all sorts of other cool stuff. Yeah, playing your option.
Oh, that's short too.
So that may have plays with a bit of...
He's alright. Just get back to the cush.
maybe a bit of bottom right-hand side. A reverse side to kick the white ball down the table when it hits the cushion. Oh no, okay, I thought there was a bit of angle there.
Yes, no drama.
So that black going in the previous frame turned out to be a very good thing indeed. It's just a little bit awkward cue action here.
And he's right on the edge of the pocket. He's tried it about 7 different ways. He might end up getting a rest out here.
That's a good shot.
Brian, Marg.
Yes, you know,
Good shot.
can't see him missing this unless this occasion gets to him. It's about 5 games on the trot thereabouts. I think it was 7-3 at one point. 7-3 on point, 8-7.
Jakey did something similar to this against Della. He missed a black to go 7-1 up. Ended up going 7-5.
And like every artist there.
Oh, look, just a couple of world champions, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Having a chat. Just enjoying the next generation of player, even though these two guys have been around for about 15 years.
Mate, if you reckon that's what they're doing, they're standing there going, these guys are nowhere near as good as we were.
Can you remember when we were their age? We would have done this, we would have done that.
Another great break from Jake.
Breaking very well. I think they're both actually breaking quite well. Jake's probably controlling the white better though, off the break.
Definitely.
He's flinging around the table a fair bit.
Yellow's the balls, Mark.
Let me have a look. Yeah, pretty much just one nice little extraction control shot.
Yeah, with a few options to get it too.
Yep, and if it does go pear-shaped at any point, he can probably play a decent safety to cover that bottom right-hand corner pocket. That's worked out nicely there, I'll take that.
Great shot.
Come on.
He's cued the crap out of that.
He's actually struck it really well.
Cue power, not unlike Nelson Chatter.
Nelson just hanging around the mic.
Come on.
Cubing the TV, wanting the inside information.
He's a good bloke, he just went and got me a coffee.
Didn't get me anything.
It's just God's punishment, being a ranger.
I remember he bought me in a Calcutta. I won him about $3 grand. Very next tournament he bought me in a Calcutta. I won it. Won him about another $3 grand. still to this day has not bought me one drink.
He doesn't like you, he just thinks you can go a yard. And he can hear every word we're saying, for the record.
I actually couldn't hear a word of that. Got the earphones on.
That's it, mate. Come on.
How much angle does he have here, mate?
I think he's got a little bit, he can force it, but very little control.
We just want to nudge the yellow.
Go play his Q action until he's going to force it.
Needs to bounce. He's okay, he's still on the bottom one, I think. He's got the biggest middle pocket ever to knock a double into.
I'd actually, at first off, I thought that wasn't that good, but it's actually quite nice. Where his Q was right there, it's just where he wants the white to finish, so he can play a nice little roll-in double. And then on his last yellow, bottom right-hand corner pocket. The crowd is gathering now. Definitely well over
Sure, you mentioned
well over 50 people watching.
Mick Delahunty got up over Mungle and Will.
Yep. Well, it sounded heavy. It's kind of
Thick contact.
Yeah.
Just going to need to check this to hold.
took a bit of pace out of the white there. Let me have a look at the table. Should be able to hold this looking at the table, Pete. But yeah, he might play this with a touch of right-hand side to just kill the pace off the white on the cushion. But maybe not. If that white was about another inch or so down the table,
It's bread and butter.
he would have already played it. He's just concerned that that white just might drift down the table a little bit, leaving him a little bit awkward on his last yellow.
Shot. Good shot.
Could run the white if he wanted. Oh, that's a fantastic shot.
That's a shot of a champion right there.
That is so good.
Yep, he's played that absolutely perfect. She just stun up the table here, a couple of feet. Not a difficult black. Here we go. Wow. Okay, this is as far as a single frame goes. This is the biggest frame.
It's huge.
This is the biggest frame of both their careers. I mean, Mick obviously won the singles last year, but he was I think he won about 10-4, 10-5. But this is 8-all. This is
Yeah, massive. Who's favourite now?
well, Mick's
Probably
favourite
Mick 'cause
because
it's
it's a
breaking.
break. But how they've been playing, and I think Jake held his nerve pretty well there. I would say if they battle it out, probably Jake. But I think simply Mick has the break and he's been breaking well. I think it's a good chance to just come down to this next shot. I actually hope they both get a look in, as in maybe a tactical battle or something like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to see a break and run because it's just
rude.
Yeah, it is rude. That's why I don't do them very often, mate. It's rude.
No, you're a nice guy. Nice break.
That's the best controlled white he's had, and he's got one.
That's a fantastic break there. Oh, this
I'll tell you what.
is perfectly difficult.
I'll tell you what, the yellow and the red, those last two balls rolling, both rolled to a cushion.
That's what I mean. This is an out where, geez, you feel like you got to take it.
Oh, you got it.
There's not really any safeties anywhere on the table. There's no key pockets to cover.
Mate,
really.
If he doesn't have a go, I'm going to abuse him. That's as simple as that. Do it for the crowd. You're on the cameras.
If you play well enough and you do this well enough, you'll make it. But it is certainly not easy. I actually don't even know which colours I'm doing yet.
Does he even have a starter on yellow other than the cutback?
I don't think so. There's actually a fair bit of angle on that shot too. You know, his first shot is actually one of the difficult ones. He just played the control shot, so it might still take him another shot or two to gain control here. He could. It's an option. Don't know if I like it or not, but he could run the yellow that's on the rail down to the
All
bottom
the way
left corner
down.
pocket. It is an option. I'd really want to have a crack here if I was Mick.
Well, I reckon you have to.
This is an option. I don't disagree with this, but,
You just don't want Jake to have a shot here.
well, who knows, this may drop. He's played it well.
It's come out a bit.
And it has come out. That wasn't actually, that's a good thing that's come out because he was not on another ball. So, this is exactly actually what I wanted. I wanted them both to have a chance. Now, this is a very tricky chance for Reds.
Yeah,
do here?
tricky spot for Jake now. There's not a lot of safety there, mate.
Yeah.
Nowhere to hide.
In looking at the table now, I would, I definitely agree with that shot Mick just played. Just sort of seeing what Reds have to deal with just to stay in the game here.
Oh, look, if you played it badly, it was the wrong shot.
That's true. If he left the gap, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be talking about how Jake's got a big opportunity. He may just triple this out. Yeah, just a little.
Just try and tie him up a bit. It's not terrible.
Didn't quite want the red to land in that little gap there, but he still.
Just makes it a little bit harder for moving the white round, that's all.
That's it. Jake didn't want to do that, but he had to. He didn't want to, like, he knows that could be the last shot he plays, but just had to play the percentages there.
Nice little cannon from Margie there. Oh, you want to be a bit careful here, mate. He doesn't want to start getting into this game with Jake.
I definitely would have had a dip there if I was Mick. Like either one good double on a black or a good extraction. He's got his yellows were on. What do you reckon? Should have had a dip there?
Yeah, all day long, mate. You can still get on them all, and you don't, because that's not sitting flush over the hole. Jake can still do something with it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get into these frames with Jake.
Reds were a couple of shots behind. You're just sort of allowing him to catch up a little bit here, I feel. I reckon that was if he loses this frame. Is Jake potting this yellow?
Good job.
I'm Margie.
Oh, no. I really feel Mick should have a crack here.
I still think he should, yeah. So you take the cut on in the middle, you plant straight into those reds.
Yep.
You clear it for the two yellows, then you play the cannon into the right.
Exactly.
If he gets this ball, unless he's doubling it, has to double this.
Yeah, but what if it goes... it's too wide. Oh,
No, it's going to go straight in.
30 seconds.
That's, I didn't like it. Didn't like it, Pete, I reckon.
No, it's not the right shot.
So if he ends up losing this frame and he's got to look back on this frame, I think it may haunt him a little bit. It's still a long, long way to go in this frame. This is exactly the frame we wanted to, by the way. But Mick has certainly had a couple of opportunities to pull the trigger.
It's the frame we wanted. I don't think it'd be the frame Michael wanted.
No, I think it's interesting. I think if you ask them both right now, freeze frame it, if they're happy with what's going on here, they'd probably both take it though, because they're both going to have chances.
That's nothing shot.
Needs to start gaining an edge though, Mick, because Jake is going to start chipping him about.
Now, the longer the frame goes, I think the more favoured Jake is.
Yep. Jake just still in a bit of trouble though, because Mick's sort of leaving it tight. He's just not able to do the things that he wants to do.
Come on. Come on,
Got
Lyndall.
his 5-3 to Margie, but 2 shots to Lyndall there. He's going to get the black out.
Maybe,
I know, just tie it up a bit.
yeah, that's a good shot. Blocking the double and control. Probably wanted the red to stop about another inch shorter to block the double and the pot to the corner pocket, but things are going to get increasing a little bit more difficult for him.
Come on, mate. Come on.
I still think he might be able to have a dip.
Come on.
It's tricky, but maybe you can like pot this yellow to the top right-hand corner, and then a bit of angle on the yellow to the left middle, pot it, and sort of
Get some movement over here.
screw down to the bottom right-hand corner, and then you've got the one over the pocket. It is hard, and maybe not worth the risk, but keep chipping about like this. I think Reds are going to catch up.
It's not had to go at it then. That's still it's something.
That's worked out very well.
You probably just noticed that yellow again sitting behind it.
Yeah.
It's not always apparent exactly what Jake's doing until a couple of shots later sometimes.
Yeah, but that's worked out very, very well.
I think you'll be using the rest, Mike. Don't want to overplay this either. If he hits it out far enough to be on, Jake will be able to just sneak underneath.
Wants to mainly block the shots to the... oh, I thought he was going to play it to the right-hand side.
So
Bounce it
do I.
out of touch and sort of leave the white in the jaws. See, now he still can't pot out. As long for it doesn't matter how many shots Mick plays. If he can't pot out, he still just can't win the frame. I felt that was a really good opportunity to bounce that yellow out a little bit, leave the white in the jaws, leave Jake very little options, and actually really be primed to pot out on his next shot. Just failing to... He's almost like he's a little bit too comfortable knowing that Jake can't pot out for quite a while, but that...
Doesn't mean he can't get control.
Exactly.
Just nudge these both onto the cush.
Black goes in the cushion.
Nice potting.
I don't know if that
I don't
hit.
reckon. It rocked out.
I don't know if that hit or not.
Rocked out, but I think it was 2.
Do you reckon we can get a close-up of that?
It definitely rocked out.
I saw a rock, but I don't know if it hit the cushion. It was actually really close. I thought they'd actually wait for the instant replay to see this.
It seemed to rock, not bounce. That's
Well, we saw that when Mick played the black down the road to the bottom of the pocket, it rolled out.
Is that a rock or a bounce?
Can we zoom in on that at all, or do we have the technology? Putting Dan to work here, so Mick's used his first to open him up. This actually might be a blessing in disguise for Jake. Mick may have a dip here.
Could be, he has to get him.
So we saw that when Mick played the black down the rail to the bottom left corner pocket, it rolled out. He played a yellow down there previously, made it roll out. I think they hit. That black came back very, very quickly. If it rocks, it normally sort of slows down a lot more than that.
I still didn't think the movement looked like bounce, that's all. I'm glad I wasn't out there calling it. Right, this is the shot.
A foul was called.
Oh, Jake called it on himself.
Alright, that's fine then. He'd actually have a better view of feel.
He knows.
Yep.
It's pretty hard to get this cannon wrong. Oh, he's just going to stun it.
Oh, he's got some angle to go into the black here, doesn't he?
Oh,
He does.
you can't.
Well, he doesn't have a double, and
Gorski?
You can't, can you?
he'll actually be
Not with that red there.
He'll probably be playing the black to the top left corner pocket. Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine. He's just got to go 2 cushions and land on the 3 reds.
Or possibly very thin with right hand side and play the black to the right middle.
Yeah, but if it skids out, you're gone.
Yeah, you almost want to, if you go this way, it's going to be
30 seconds.
either okay or tricky, but you're going to have a shot either way. Ooh, I'm nervous.
That's good.
That looks good.
It's great.
Great shot, Michael.
Perfect, and concured it.
It's actually not that easy looking at the table. The camera makes this angle. This a
No,
lot
it
easier
is,
than what
mate.
it
He's fine. Scares up.
Got it. Well done, Luca.
Great work. And well done, Jake, and commiserations as well.
Well, Jake, you are getting closer. You are getting closer, but no joy. Great match, boys. Cheers, Pete, for joining me in commentary, and all the well done to all the winners, and bad luck to all the guys who didn't get the chocolates.
Thank you, Robbo.
And final match on the other semis. I'm not sure. Not sure what the score is. Oh, sorry. 2 matches going. I'm going to jump off and go and congratulate Mick. The other semi-finals is on tonight, Queensland versus South Australia for the Open. Queensland versus New South Wales, so that should be a cracker. And good luck to everyone. See you later.
Come on, Maggie. Scerri.
Great job, Maggie. Nice putt, man. Try the mark. Marg 6 races 4.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin tits. Pumpkin tits.
Gentlemen, this is Joe Fanto taking over in the commentary for the remainder of this women's singles semi-final. We've got Marg Gorski, former champion, certainly taking it up to the defending champion Lyndall Morfett. We've just seen the end of a quite a titanic tussle and a brilliant match between Scerri and Jake McCartney, where defending champion just got through 9-8. He's looking the goods, Scerri. You know, you'd think this, if someone's going to go back to back, it'll be Michael this year. He's up against Steve Woods tomorrow. But we've got a big match on our hands here with the defending champion down 4-6 in a race to 8. Best of 15. Looks like they've taken a bit of a break. So these titles have been going now since Monday of last week. We're right up to the end of it now. We've got team preliminary finals tonight at 6:30 Australian time, Australian Eastern time. And finals all day tomorrow. And of course on the Friday morning we'll have Australian selection. This will be the team that will head off to England in June for the World Championships in Blackpool. And of course that'll be at the end of presentation night on Friday night, where they'll all get presented with the Australian medals, and all the Australian champions will be presented in what's become quite a prestigious presentation night in Australian 8-ball each year. Got Alex Everinatis possibly checking results on the on the net. Doug Percy, Vice President, ironing tables. He's also Tournament Director for these championships. The other ladies' semi-final is still in progress. That can be viewed on the AEBF live stream. Of course, I'm coming to you from Cue Ball TV. Match has restarted and Lyndall's broken. Let's see what Lyndall can do. She's quite a champion and I'm sure she'll hold it together here. Looks like she's potted a red ball and she's nominating reds. Both balls are quite well spread. You'd think either one of these players could clear whichever denomination. But Lyndall's missed first pot into the middle. I've obviously put the jinx on her. And now it's Margie that's got the opportunity to really capitalise here. You would think that if she goes 7-4 up, that'd be very difficult for Lyndall to come back. Both these players have represented Australia numerous times over at the World Championships. This year there's a good chance that the touring team will go via Malta for a warm-up series. Gorski at the table at the moment. Marg is predominantly a snooker player, but loves to play our game. Great supporter of both cue sports, both disciplines. She probably left herself. She's got a nice angle to pot this yellow bottom left and work her way around. Gorski, of course, is from Victoria, and Lyndall Morford from South Australia. Came around nicely, but didn't quite make the pot. Actually, that's let Lyndall in because they're all there if Lyndall's playing well enough. Kind of expect to Lyndall quite often turns on a really strong game at this point of the matches. Especially whether it's there today. It's a nice position. She left herself on. She's got ball over the right middle. Interested to see which way she works her way towards the black, but she takes this middle ball, then the top corner, and the middle red on the right, and the black. Middle red on the right will give her the angle to go across for the black in this bottom right corner. Let's see how she does it. think the way she hit that ball, she might have wanted to go back a little bit more to make this an easier pot. She might use, because the slight angle she's got to play now, she might actually lose the white and not finish with a correct angle on the red in the middle to get the position she wants on black. She had to play softly.
Good shot, man. Come on.
I don't think she'd be very happy with that. I think she's just gone slightly too far. And yet if she forces it, unless she's got enough angle to play off the right cushion,
Come on. Come on.
leave herself a cut into the bottom right, but I think she could follow through. Maybe bring the white this side of the table. No. Of course it forced the error. Same doubt that was in our mind must have been in hers, and yeah, she was trying to force it and take the white to the left side of the table to leave a cut into the bottom right. It's amazing a fraction of an inch can make a difference in this game. And now Margie's got the opportunity to really take this match by the scruff of the neck and make her way into another grand final. But she is playing the defending champion, so you can't write her off yet. First. Is she going to finish ugly? No. Nearly thought I was going to go too far and tuck in behind the yellow against the cushion, but got enough room to work with it. Put the close yellow into the bottom middle. The bottom left. Come off enough to take the yellow in the middle. Or go around like that. That's made it interesting. Not sure whether she might have a bit of an ugly bridge here. I'd say she'll be reaching across that red ball. Not too bad, she looks quite comfortable. But again, it made the difference. She missed what normally would be an easy pot if you had a normal bridge. Again, just a fraction of an inch either way would have made for an easy shot, and she probably would have been lining up the black by now. But Lyndall's got another chance. And I would say that Lyndall should be able to take control here, even if she doesn't pop this red. She'll probably be able to lay it up and leave the white safe, but Lyndall, she looks like she's going to take this on. Sure has, and she's made the pot.
Great pot, Lyndall. Come on.
Great pot.
Come on.
Left herself a long black.
Great pot.
That's what defending Australian champions do. See if she can make this one. Taking her time. That's a great pot. Pulled off two great shots to stay in this frame.
That's the way.
So Lyndall draws it just a little bit closer to Marg. So what could have been a 3-frame lead to Marg has turned into only a 1-frame lead, and the defending champion is right on Marg Gorski's tail in a race to 8. This is very interesting. Umpires racking the balls. The way these two ladies are playing, it's hard to predict who's going to win this match. We've got a great tussle over in the corner table. We've got Renata Delahanty and Jessica Woods all tied up at 6-all. Big tussle over there. Try and make the final. Marg Gorski lining up in the 12th frame of this women's semi-final here in Albury in New South Wales. 2015 National 8-ball titles. She's potted a red. Reds are potted and reasonably well spread, apart from one which is in close to black and yellow, which will need to be promoted.
Red ball's in play.
Gorski, can she win another Australian title? It's a nice pot. She's probably a little bit straight, but I'm sure she'll be able to work her way back. With a nice firm plant and work her way off the cushion, off the top rail. Back close to the middle. No, she's just screwed back and back off the side rail. Should now take the one and only ball she's got. Should put in the middle. Interesting to see what she plans in order to clear this red in the middle of the table, up this end of the table. Red near the black is the one that could cause a bit of grief. Yeah, she might need to try and... Yeah, she's tried to work something there. That's worked out okay for the time being, that she can pot that red in this bottom left pocket. She's trying to work out what she's going to do with her white. If she gets position on the middle ball, she's then going to need to work that white back into this cluster of black, red and yellows. She's tried a clever shot. She's tried to play off the red, difficult red, and pop the red into the bottom left. Quite ambitious. Now Lyndall gets her chance.
Come on, Renata.
Lyndall Morfett, formerly Lyndall Hully. Just played a defensive shot here. But has left her on this red in the bottom left. She's going to play strategically here. She can't see herself potting out, so she's just laid that ball, promoted it. confident she's going to get another shot. So Lyndall's got to try and develop something in this frame. She's been here many times before. I'm sure she'll have a way. She's a defending champion.
30 seconds.
I believe the score in the other match is still tied up at 6-all.
Come, Margie. Come, Margie. Come on, Gorski.
It's an interesting shot by Lyndall to give away 2 shots at this stage. She's kind of thrown it down to Marg and said, if you're good enough, you can have it. But
Come, Margie.
I think it's a bit dangerous to give 2 shots like that at this stage of the game.
30 seconds.
Ronaldo Delahunty's just won their way into the final for 2015.
Come, Margie. Come, Margie.
Second visit.
It's a good try by Marg, but she'll have her work cut out to clear this frame, to win this frame with this shot. I guess that's the risk that Lyndall took, hoping that she's not going to clear, and then the yellows are going to be out in the open. And with the number of yellows she's still got on the table, she should be able to take control of this frame. But let's see what Marg can do. I'm trying to think of a shot here. I don't think she can see enough to cut it back in the middle.
Come, Margie. Come, Margie.
So much for that, she obviously could. The referee didn't have any issues with that. Or the umpire, I should say, here in Australia. They call them referees in England.
Come on, Margie. Come on.
It's always a little bit difficult to see the precise angles on the screen, whether there's gaps or not.
30 seconds.
So I imagine Marg's going to try another big shot up to the left corner pocket. Just stun and then stun back onto the black. No, she's missed the pot. Black was certainly on though if the pot had been made. Lyndall Morfett, she's got an opportunity to level this match. All the yellows are there. Even if she chooses not to go out with this shot, she'll be able to take control by laying a snooker somewhere and playing it, or playing a defensive shot. Slowly working her way around the table, taking her time. I'm sure she's very conscious of the fact she's a frame down. So we've got one South Australian already into the final in this lady singles. It's a nice defensive shot, straight on a snooker behind about 3 balls. Marg is going to try and play the angles to work her way out of the snooker. As if she can get out of the snooker and leave the white up the top left-hand part of the table. It'd be a rather difficult pot for Lyndall. And with a bit of luck, that red might even nudge off the cushion and land over the pocket, which will add a bit of pressure to Lyndall's next shot. But she needs to hit it first. She's put too much side there. Created too much of an angle. The white went way off, and she missed by approximately 6 inches. Now giving Lyndall 2 shots to clear the table and level the match. Lyndall's underplayed that one. Played very tentatively. I expected she would have taken that shot on with 2 shots. To play a more firm, decisive. But she looks like missing the confidence that she can go out with these with this frame, in this frame. But she's going to be forced into a situation because she can still hide again, but the more shots you give your opponent at this level, the greater probability that you're going to lose. And even that, she's may have got the snooker, but she's overplayed it and not promoted the yellow. Marg's having a good look at this. Not sure whether she can do a slight swerve around this between those 2 yellows and in line with the red. Might even be able to play straight through it. Well, she's, decided on a defensive shot. And that certainly wasn't planned. Not to put she was obviously trying to put the yellow up against the cush. So Lyndall's got another 2 shots. And I don't think that was what she was wanting to do either. She's underhit that again. So she was trying to pot that and keep herself on this yellow that's hard up against this cush here, up this end of the table. Instead, she's finished up in no man's land. She's got a difficult cut on this yellow if she's going to the middle or a double. But she's got the insurance that she can lay another snooker. She's managed to pot that. Both these girls playing for a spot in the grand final. The ladies singles. Renata Delahunty already through. She beat Jessica Woods just a few moments ago. Of course, the men's final's already decided. It's between Michael Scerri and Steve Wood. So the current champion's able to defend his title. Let's see if the same thing's going to happen here. Lyndall's left herself on that last yellow. She seems to be preferring the longer pots. She's going to play this firm and play off the top cushion, bring her white up close to the black. Black's certainly potable, but didn't finish the first part of the task. But she's still got 2. Let's try take 2. Nice straight black. Some people don't like straight shots, but at this level, most players master the straight pot. No mistake there by Lyndall, and this match is all tied up at 6-all. We need 2 more frames for a win to one of these 2 players. Marg Gorski from Victoria and Lyndall Morford from South Australia. And Lyndall Morford, of course, is the defending champion. This evening we've got preliminary final matches. In the Masters, the men's teams and the women's teams. And of course all the champions, all the singles champions will be automatic in the Australian side to travel to England. So Lyndall will need to break this 13th frame. Break and put it to yellow. She would have liked to have been off the cushion a little bit. Not sure that she can pot that yellow into the middle. She must be able to, otherwise I don't think she would have nominated yellows. As she's going to the end. Going to that yellow right down the end. She pots that and see how she goes with position. Cut that. Cut the yellow into the middle pocket. This is the yellow nearest the black. Very tentative and steady. Very still. And she's overcut it. She just seemed to stretch on that shot. So Marg gets her opportunity here. Quite a good crowd in to watch this semi-final between Marg Gorski and Lyndall Morfett. Nice confident pot by Marg. I'd say she'd be trying to find some sort of rhythm in order to take her through these last couple of frames. Nice when you can cue through nice and smoothly. Again. Should probably take that red ball down the top left. That way she's cleared that end of the table. And then she'll try and clear the 3 balls down this end that are evenly spread. Try and make her way to get a little bit closer to these balls, and she's done that. Done that relatively well. Left herself off cushions. She's going to be cueing without any obstruction. It's an interesting shot. She's actually going to try and cut this red across to the left bottom pocket. She's done that beautifully. She's obviously very confident with that shot. Not sure why she was apologising, because did that very well. Mind you, she lost the white. So now she'll try and, I'd say, she's going to try and plot this red to the bottom right. No. Across the table. Now Lyndall gets her opportunity. Those 2 yellows are... It looks like Yellow looks like it's potable. Very much so. This yellow will go across the table, the one nearest the white. Lyndall Hully of South Australia. Lyndall Morfett, I should say, formerly Lyndall Hully. Can she make it back to get back to back? Certainly starting to play with a little bit more confidence. She hit a little tentative patch there at one stage, but still managed to win the frame. She doesn't seem to mind these pots today. Better pot this and stun back with those two balls in the middle. No stun, but she should be okay. Even if she pots this yellow and runs past the other, she'll be able to bring the remaining yellow back in the bottom left pocket and stay on black.
Seconds.
Yeah, she might. I'd say she'll be playing reasonably slowly finishing the other side. Or may even choose to go firm and off the top table for the middle and put that yellow back in the middle. It's not the red not the yellow that I thought she was going to go for. Finished beautifully. Increased her margin for error in what she did, but she didn't have any problem. So she can slowly put this in the middle and nicely come out for the black. So Lyndall Morford takes a 7-6 lead in this women's semi-final. The 2015 Australian 8-Ball Federation National Titles.
Come on, Gorski.
She has one frame to go.
Come on, Margie.
Let's see if Margie can hit back. Both the real fighters, these two girls. They've been around quite a few years. They love their pool. It's been a long week and a half here at in Albury, playing this commercial club. Umpire's doing his best to get these balls together and rack them up as quickly and efficiently as possible. Most players like a really tight rack these days, with all balls touching, believing that that's what gives them maximum reaction. So you quite often see the umpires meticulously trying to get those balls perfect. One day someone's going to come along and say, umpires Neil Brown, and I believe the stats tell us that he's done over 400 frames over this last week and a half. That's a lot of pool frames to be umpiring. Let's see what Marg Gorski can do. Throw down the challenge to Lyndall Morford. Keep trying to call her Lyndall Hully. Unfortunately, that's a dry break for Marg. It's not what she wanted at this stage of the match. She's given Lyndall a real opportunity now to just take this match. She could have, that could be Marg's last visit for this match and these championships. Let's see how she tackles it.
30 seconds.
Normally very good at taking these opportunities. The umpires, of course, play a very important part of our game. Keeping control and making sure everyone's playing in the spirit of the game.
30 seconds.
The only spirit in Lyndall's mind at the moment is to just clean up all these balls and get this match over and done with and make her way into another grand final. Everything's going according to plan so far. Just a slightly awkward bridge, but shouldn't trouble her. Nicely done. Executed that shot perfectly and exactly where she wanted to finish. Should take this yellow into the bottom right now. It's a bit of an angle for either one of these two balls. Both these yellows are potable in the bottom left. Probably just lining up for yellow, probably work her way around. Take the one in the middle next, and she should kiss off those two reds. She's probably afraid that she was going to finish up behind one of them. But the 8-ball gods were with her on that occasion. Probably doesn't like the bridge, but I know. Yeah, she's got a bridge over the balls. It's made it a little bit more awkward. She's got to take it easy, put this in the middle. And that nicely even managed to follow through a little bit to make her pot slightly easier into the bottom left on this last yellow. And then she'll be able to screw back and pot the black in this bottom right corner. Again, she's a bit wary of the fact that she's got to stretch. Absolutely perfect. Not quite straight, but that's good enough. And Lyndall Morfett from South Australia. She is into the final. Lyndall Morfett wins the semi-final, 8 frames to 6 against Margaret Gorski. Great match in this 2015 Australian 8-Ball Federation Championships. So Lyndall Hulley will get to defend her title, and she's heading for being one of the greatest women's 8-ball players of all time. She's won numerous titles, got to Australia on numerous occasions, and also bonded out and played a few other cue sports as well. So she's a wonderful cue ambassador to Australian 8-ball. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from now. Maybe back for the preliminary team finals. Thank you, viewers. All the best from wherever you're watching in the world. Hope you're enjoying this coverage. We've still got preliminary finals this evening, 6:30 Australian Eastern Time, and of course finals throughout the day tomorrow. The actual grand finals in all divisions: Masters, women's and men's singles and teams. A feast of 8 ball over the next evening and all of tomorrow. Thank you. That's it from me, Joe Fanto from Albury, the 2015 Australian 8 Ball Championships.
Everybody wave the press. Hey, Charlie.
Are you still talking to him, Lyndall? Lyndall, are you still talking to him? Save me a phone call. Save me a phone call. He's trying to record. Let him make it. Bad luck, please. No, I don't want him at all either. It could be worse. It could be worse.